How's it going, everyone? It is the investing guy here, and today I have a really tough video to make, and I'm gonna get straight to the point. I've sold most of my USDC from Voyager. Now, I think we all know about what has been going on lately with Three Arrows. Now, this is a really tough video for me to make because if you follow my channel, you have realized that a lot of my content was on USDC from Voyager. I was really adamant in saying that this was a smart choice, but now it looks like it's a very, very risky thing to do. And so me having most of my, if you guys follow my channel, this was my house down payment. I had most of that on Voyager. And currently, as you guys can see, I'm going to show a screenshot right over here. I do not hold nearly that much USDC anymore. I have been withdrawing my USDC, and I have been telling my family to withdraw their USDC from Voyager. I've always told you guys that I am going to be fully transparent, and we all know the reasons why this might be a good idea. No, I can always transfer my USDC or my USD back and purchase USDC again on Voyager. I am not going to risk, $25,000 for $200 of a month of monthly interest. I think once Voyager shows me that everything is good and they can get through the pain, then I will go ahead and start to rebuild my USDC position again. But it is not a smart choice, at least for me. $200 for maybe losing my $25,000 is not something that I'm willing to do. I'm a teacher and I don't have that much money, so $25,000 would be devastating for me. It would be a devastating blow if I were to lose $25,000. Now, I've already lost a lot on Luna and UST, and so I really do not want to risk that anymore. I've seen what happened to Celsius. Luckily, I was able to cash out some of the crypto that I had on Celsius, but I will not let the same thing happen to me on Voyager. I believe in Voyager, and I want them to succeed, and I will keep some crypto in Voyager. I really want to believe that they are going to get through with this, but again, my belief is not enough to make it come true. I wish that they can get through this. Will they? Hopefully. It looks like they have a lot of backing from FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried, so hopefully they can get the help that they need. But again, it's not enough for me to risk my $25,000. So I have sold out most of my USDC, and again, I only have about $3,000 worth of USDC. I will be cashing out most of that tomorrow, and I'll probably only keep about $1,000 worth of USDC on Voyager. So again, just want to be really transparent with you guys and what I am doing with Voyager, because since day one, I've told you guys that that was what I was going to do. If you want to stay with Voyager, go ahead. It might be okay, but for me, I'm not willing to risk that. And if they do get through this, then I can easily just put my money back in and then reap the benefits with that. So I'm always going to be keeping an eye on Voyager. I'm going to keep most of my crypto on there. I think my Bitcoin, my VGX, obviously, some of the Ethereum I have some ADA, and you guys have seen my portfolio. So I'm going to keep all my crypto there with Voyager. I might transfer out a few to FTX, but everything else is pretty much going to stay on Voyager. I don't plan on transferring that out, and I plan on keeping my actual crypto assets other than USDC on Voyager. I do have some on crypto.com. So those are pretty much the two places where I hold my crypto. Now, I do want to tell you guys that I do have a plan for my money. I'm not just going to go ahead and let it sit on a bank account. I think that's a very poor choice to make. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys right over here. I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and I'm going to show you guys what it is that I am going to be doing. So I'm going to go ahead and start talking about the Series I bonds. Now, this is a bond. If you guys look at here, the screenshot that I have for you guys, I bonds can be purchased through October 2022 at the current rate. The rate is applied to the 6 month after the purchase is made. For example, if you buy an I bond on July 1st, 2022, the 9.62% would be applied through December 31st, 2022. Interest is compounded semi-annually. Here it is, guys. Here's the truth. I bonds cannot lose value. That's the one thing there that's very good to remember. They will not lose value, and you cannot get negative interest. Right now, you're getting a 9.62% interest on these I bonds. Now, after December, this might decline. This probably will decline. Or who knows? This might even go up to 10%. We never know what's going to happen with the I bonds. But again, you can see where I'm trying to go with this here. You can put your money in USDC at 9%, and it can be very, very risky, or you can put it in something like I bonds and get 9.62, and it's a lot less riskier with I bonds. right? Actually, I'd say there's really no risk in I bonds at all. The only risk that I see here is that the interest rate declines, but again, your actual value in there will not never decline. If you put $10,000, you will be cashing out more than that. There's only one negative here, which is that your money is not fully fluid, not fully liquid, which means you can't cash out at whatever time you want. You do have to leave it on there for a minimum of 1 year. So remember that if you are looking into I bonds, you have to leave it for a minimum of 1 year in there. So always keep that in mind. Now, the money that I had in USDC, I had every single intention of leaving it on there for a really long time. But with all these news going on and seeing what has happened with other exchanges, I really don't want to risk my money in this type of market. And so I'm pulling my money and putting it into safer things. Now, another thing to realize is that you can only put $10,000 into I bonds. So always keep that in mind. If you have more than $10,000, then think about other things that you can do with your money. You can put it into dividend stocks. You can put it into a high interest savings account. I know that Ally offers one, and so does SoFi. SoFi does have one at 1 something percent. I believe it's 1.25% APY, which is quite low given what we're accustomed to here in crypto. But again, your money will be completely safe and it would be FDIC insured, whereas we don't have that with USDC. So I am going to put $10,000 of my $25,000 into I bonds, and I will probably give the other another $10,000 for my girlfriend so that she can do the same. She'll go ahead and put that into I bonds, and she'll have $10,000. I'll have another $10,000, and then the extra $5,000 there, I'm going to go ahead and purchase a lot of dividend stocks and continue growing my dividend portfolio. That was one of the ways that my channel had started, which was through dividend stocks. I'm a believer in dividend stocks, and so this will help my dividend portfolio grow. I do know which stocks I want to purchase, and I do have videos coming up on that I want to tell you guys. I have a few stocks that I'm eyeing and a few stocks that I'm actually going to purchase tomorrow. So one of them being Altria. I had made a video, I believe back in November, saying that I was going to sell all my Altria, which I did. I did sell my Altria at about $48, I believe. Today, it did drop to about $41. So I am going to go ahead and purchase my shares back of Altria. So I'll be able to purchase at a much lower price and a higher dividend yield. So that's the goal there with dividend investing. So that's one of the things that I'm going to purchase. I'm going to purchase 10 shares of Altria, and then I'm going to purchase other stocks that I've been eyeing. So yeah, guys, I wish that I didn't have to make this video, but again, my channel revolved around USDC, and so it pains me to make this video. But I think it's the responsible thing to do to tell you guys that I have sold my USDC and what it is that I'm doing my money. You need to realize that there are other options, right? It wasn't just USDC. And so one of the things that I'm doing, like I said, is I bonds, $10,000 for myself and $10,000 for my girlfriend. So you do get a 9.62% interest rate, which is much better than the 9% that we were getting in Voyager. And again, this is a lot safer. And then the other thing that I'm doing is growing my dividend portfolio. All right, guys, again, this was a very tough video for me to make, but I think it's a responsible video, a video that had to be made. I'm not leaving Voyager. I'm still making my monthly videos on my interest payments and whatnot. And as long as Voyager keeps going, I will keep on going with these videos. I know that the videos, my videos haven't been coming out quite often just because life has been crazy. I did purchase a new electric car, and so I'm getting used to the whole charging and all that. And that's been taking a lot of time from my day because I need to go and charge it by the grocery store and whatnot. I'm doing summer school, which doesn't stop till 5 p.m. Regular school usually stops at 2 p.m. So that's another 3 hours that I'm working. So a lot of things going on in life, and very, very busy. So I do apologize for not uploading as much as I want to. But again, yeah, life is crazy right now. So I'll try to get back on track with the videos. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below, guys. And like I always like to say, let's go to the moon together, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.